Good morning and welcome to Cindy's Kitchen. It's exciting. Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm doing all kinds of things over here. Gotta turn this off. What's going on with everybody today? Are you brand new? Are you brand new? Okay, well, let's do this. If you're brand new to Cindy's Kitchen, welcome. We're a cooking community. We actually sit and chitty chat. We share ideas, we share recipes, we talk about all kinds of strange and weird things. If you're looking for a community, maybe 45 minutes out of your day where you can chitty chat with other people from all over the country, from all over the world, then welcome. Sit around, tell us hello, tell us where you're from. We also have a YouTube channel also called Cindy's Kitchen, so look us up there if you're coming in late, or you can watch the replay. If you do watch the replay, don't forget to put #replay. And there you go. How exciting is all of that? Pashmina, good morning. Good to see you. I'm doing okay. Hi, Sue. Good morning, Terry. So again, I guess it's this new, the way they've done Facebook is so odd. It will not show, when I'm doing lives now, it's not showing comments on my phone, which is how I do. So that means I have a iPad on the other side, and I can read the comments over there. But it goes away every now and then. Good morning, Julie and Marilyn. Oh, purple is my favorite color too, Pashmina. Gail, good morning from sunny Chicagoland. Debbie, oh, it's windy. Good morning, Esther. Good to see you. Everybody have your coffee this morning? Did you have breakfast? Everything going well? Okay. I don't know what's going on with the whole, you know how it just, the comments kind of fade away. Just keep commenting. I'll keep looking. I wish there was a way I could just say, stay, like a dog. Although, even if I did that, if there were anything like my dogs, they wouldn't stay. It just is what it is. And good morning. Everybody say hello. Pashmina's from, I think, Pakistan. Anne is from the UK. We have a lot of Chicago, a lot of Illinois people. Donna, good morning. Anne from around here, good morning. Kathleen in Illinois. It's good to see everybody this morning. I felt really badly on Saturday because I thought that would be so fun for us to go to the farmer's market. Good morning, Mom. Go to the farmer's market at Wonderlick Farms. Hey, Jenna. And it's right next to an intermediate school. And so I thought, well, it shouldn't be an issue, right? Hey, Cynthia. It shouldn't be an issue with Wi-Fi if it's right next to a school. Oh no, was I wrong? Wrong, Cindy. But we got a lot of great things. We got tamales, and we got, from the tamale place, from the Indian food place, we got samosas, and we got, oh, hello from Missouri. Marilyn, from Port St. Joe, Florida. I'm kind of jealous of you. And we got, from the Indian place, we got samosas, and we got a lovely cilantro peanut chutney. Oh my, it's like to die for.
Don't forget pierogies.
Oh, we got pierogies. You like my way of talking? Loud and obnoxious. Anyway, the pierogies, she made purple sweet potato, which is what I really wanted. I couldn't find purple sweet potatoes for today. But she made purple sweet potato pierogies. She made mushroom pierogies. She made spinach pierogies. No. Spinach was the samosas. She made the regular potato and cheese pierogies. And then she also made the most fantastic, hey, Linda Sue from Illinois, the most fantastic pierogi of all, which was sauteed onion and feta cheese. Oh my, it was to die for. And then we got these little kolachkis. We got the cream cheese ones. Aren't those pretty? Little kolachkis. And because it's Purple Day, let me share that we also got some elderberry syrup. Anyway. And it's supposed to cure all kinds of things. I was just curious, and this lady has sold this locally for years now, but I've never seen her at the market, and so I was finally able to get some, and it tastes good. It's really good, the elderberry syrup. So Jessica and I have been, good morning from Hudson, North Carolina, Beverly. So Jessica and I have been taking a shot every morning to see. And I'm sure it's all in my head, but I kind of feel like I have a little bit more energy, so maybe not. I don't know. Are you ready to get started? Are you ready, ready, ready? Okay, let's get started. Raise your cups. Shall you? Shall you? Raise your cups, whether you're having coffee, hot tea, water, lemonade, soda, whatever it is, and let us cheer. Cheer. Good morning, Debbie and Cynthia and Barb. My mug is in the blueberry pattern, in case you were curious. Polish pottery blueberry pattern. All right, so let's get started. I know that probably a lot of you, good morning, Mary Beth. A lot of you thought eggplant, right? You immediately went to eggplant. But the few recipes that I have for making eggplant, usually, new mug, new design, yes. Yes, isn't that pretty? The blueberries. It's the closest thing to purple I had. Anyhow, so I didn't do that. And I really wanted the purple sweet potatoes because I had the purple sweet potatoes pierogies, but I couldn't find those either. So I was a little disappointed in my selection, but I shan't be deterred. I shall not be deterred. So let's get started. I'm making a roast today. And so I'm going to go ahead and start searing that. I know the roast is not purple, but we're going to be doing some other things. And I have to get my dinner started, right? All right, so this is my big purple pot, because today everything shall be purple, I say, right? Maybe that will light, and maybe, it lit. Okay, so, there's the dog. The dog is barking. I'm going to put just a little bit of canola oil. You can use whatever you want. I'm just using canola oil in the bottom. I have a lovely, I'm going to start heating that up. I have a lovely roast that I got on sale yesterday. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It has some good marbling in it. So there you go. This actually should feed us for 2 days. Or we'll have roast potatoes and carrots, and then I'll cut it up, and then we'll have stew later on. So really, I'm just doing an easy seasoning on the roast. So here you can see, let me push you back just a wee tad. Hands on, good. Okay, so you can see the roast, right? All right, so just salt and pepper on both sides. I'm gonna salt this side and then turn it. Just salt and pepper. La, la, la. You were waiting for the la, 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 weren't you? A little pepper. Pepper for your poppycock. And then, you know me, it has to have some smoked paprika. I'm also, because I just love that smoky flavor. Now, obviously, if you wanted to, you could make this kind of like a dry rub, and you could rub it all in. Wait, I'm also going to put some chili powder on there. Because I can. Because I can. All right, so there we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Nothing really, yah. Good morning, Nina. Good to see you. Yes, today is purple day. Everything I'm trying. All right, so I'm just going to put this, flip it, stick it in there. I think I'm going to have to use my hands. Let me see if I can use the tongs. Let me use these tongs. Big tongs. All right, you ready? Up and in. Maybe I should have used a spatula. All right, there we go. And in the pot we go. Okay. So I'm going to brown that side. I was going to, off we go. I was going to use my bigger pot than this one, but it was orange, and today is purple day, so that was not going to happen. All right, so I'm going to turn you just a wee tad this way so we can see here. And again, just like I did before, salt, pepper, smoked paprika. I'm going to have to order some more. I'm going to have to order more smoked paprika because I'm getting low. Hey, Donna, good morning. Yes, you knew I was going to, where did I do? Oh, chili powder. You knew I was going to do the la, la, la. Okay. So we're just going to let that sear on one side, brown, sear, whatever you want. Why do we do this? There have been comments from every cooking person known to man who says that it locks in the flavor. It locks in the juices. I don't know if it does that. What I do know is that when we sear it, when we brown it on the outside, what we've done. Does paprika? No. Susan, this is a smoked paprika. There's sweet paprika, there's smoked paprika. Now, if you use, there's one called hot Hungarian paprika, which is like my favorite in the world. It is hot, but these are not. These are just a season. Actually, if you know what paprika is, it's dried and ground up pimentos. You knew that? Everybody knew that, right? Anyhow, so what it does do is it creates a caramelization, right? So the brown and so really, I think it just adds some more flavor. Good morning, Denise. It adds another layer of flavor, which I think is crucial to when you're cooking. You want layers of flavor. It's kind of like when you're listening to music. Are you listening to a piano or a guitar, or are you listening to the symphony? And that's what we want, is the symphony, right? Okay, as soon as I can flip this, we'll start the next dish. Okay? Let me see. Let me see. I'm going to give it just a few more minutes. All right, so the next thing we're going to start on is the vegetables that are going to go with this. 9 times out of 10, I would cook them all together in the same pot, but I wanted a different flavor today, especially with my purple stuff. So we're going to do roasted veggies on a sheet pan. And actually, I'm probably going to use 2 sheet pans just so it's spread out well. All right, so our first is purple potatoes. Now, I was a little disappointed. You can see they're purple on the outside, although I guess it kind of looks like dirt on the outside. They're clean, don't worry. But you see how on the inside they're purple. A lot of times you can find them where it's a much deeper purple. But this bag that I got, see, that one's a little darker purple. But some of these are just like, So anyway, I love, now, are they different? Do they taste different? I think they, for me, Mary Beth is coming in and out, I guess. Hey, Lori. To me, they taste a little creamier. That's the only real difference. It's not like it tastes purple, right? All right, so to roast these, I preheated my oven to 400 degrees. 400 degrees. All right, I'm going to flip my meat. Hold on. Okay, now, I'm going to bring this over. Let's see if I can get my pot holders out. I'm going to bring this over just so you can see what it looks like all brown. Ooh, can you see that? What a pretty brown color is. And then we've got all that caramelization on the side of the pot too. So we're going to brown it on that side. And we're going to start on our potatoes. So I have this whole bowl of potatoes. I got a small bag. So, you know, whatever. I'm not doing anything to come in and out. I'm listening intently. I didn't know what paprika was. Well, good. I'm so glad you learned something. On my thing, it just says you're coming in and out. I don't know. Hey, Cynthia and Susan. Good to see you. So this is very simple. I've made this before. And again, I'm going to use canola oil. You can use vegetable oil. You can use, I suppose, coconut oil. You know, I only use coconut oil when I'm making granola. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Hold on. Let me get my spoon. I'm going to give these a toss. And you're like, where are the seasonings? I'm going to put the seasonings on there. But I really want to make sure that everything has a coat of oil on it before I season so that the seasoning will stick to it, right? Okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to do, again, salt. I think potatoes need a lot of salt. If you don't, then don't. And then some pepper. I do want everything to kind of taste the same, so I am going to add a little smoked paprika to this too. So there we go. There we go. And then we're just tossing. How pretty is that, right? Ta and da. Now, to these, like I said, I preheated the oven to 450 degrees. You can use whatever kind of baking dish you want. Like if you have a 9x13, you certainly could do this. I'm just using a baking sheet. I don't know, easier for me. There we go. The thing when you're roasting vegetables is they need to be all cut about the same size. I mean, don't get crazy. You know, oop, this one is a millimeter off. Don't get crazy. But, you know, around the same size. So what I did is I quartered all of these potatoes unless they were itty tiny, and then I just halved them. Okay, so there we go. Plenty of potatoes for a family of 4. Ta and da. And some leftovers, which is important. I really like the leftovers. You know what I'm gonna do is I am gonna add a couple of cloves of garlic on here, just because I can. All right, so now that's gonna go in the oven, 400 degrees, and then we'll start our next one. I'm gonna use that same bowl because it's already got oil. You gotta stop. We're gonna take our meat out. Look, new plate. Pretty, huh? Pretty. All right, we're gonna take our roast out. Oh, pretty. Okay, now, you guys know all about the brown bits. We've talked about the brown bits before, but I'm just gonna show you again. You see how it looks like, oh, all that is burnty, blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. Everything is all good. Now, we have meat juices in there. I'm gonna add, hold on. I've lost it. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna add some onion to this. Yeah. Turn it down just a little bit. And I'm gonna add some garlic. I just smashed it. I didn't cut it up. I just smashed it. And, hold on, I forgot. I got a container of mushrooms. They're already sliced. So I'm gonna toss them in as well. Not all, half. Not everybody is a huge mushroom fan like I am. All right, and then we're just gonna, let me use this, spurtle. We're just gonna give that a toss. So what we're doing, you know what we're doing, right? We're softening our veggies, right? Late again, Barbara, it's okay. We browned a roast. We are sauteing some veggies, onion and mushroom and garlic. And we put some potatoes. We got purple potatoes into roast. All right. I'm just going to let that cook so it'll soften a bit. Now look at this. Carrots. Now they didn't have just all purple carrots. So I had to get the mixture. So this has kind of a yellow carrot. It has an orange carrot, and then it has quite a few of the purple carrots. I could have just picked out the purple carrots, but quite frankly, that would have been wasteful. So now we have this lovely purple mix. And I'm not gonna cut them because they're all about the same size, right? Let me stir. All right, I need one more bowl. I gotta show you what I'm gonna do. You know my homemade stock that I call scrap stock? Somebody called it garbage stock the other day. It's not garbage stock, it's scrap stock. Okay, so when I make this, this is just veggies, right? Salt and pepper and veggies. There's really no chicken or beef. I'm gonna put this in here, just a little. So maybe a 1/4 cup. And the reason I'm doing that is, everybody say it, you know why I'm putting the broth in there. Recently found frozen cauliflower that had purple included. You know what? They usually have purple cauliflower, but when I went, they did not. They had the orange and the green, but not the purple. All right, so all I'm doing with that stock, that veggie stock, because there's no beef flavor in it, is scraping all of the brown bits, technical term, right, off of the bottom. Okay, and the sides. Okay, that's good. We like that. I'm putting my meat back in. Look how lovely. Ooh, oh, ooh. If it wasn't raw, you'd go, oh, let me just go ahead and eat that right now, right? But alas, it is. All right, roast is going back in on top of those veggies. One, because I'm gonna cook this on top of the stove. And because this is, you know, it's a Dutch oven. You can do it on the stove or in the oven. So, but I'm gonna leave it on top of the stove. I am going to make a little sauce for it. So here's my sauce. Remember that, no, not this. Remember that our stock is just veggie stock. Sunny day in Central Texas, Sandy. Oh, I know. Like I said, somebody called it trash stock or garbage stock. I like scrap stock. But anyway, isn't it pretty? And quite frankly, it comes out a pretty color no matter what kind of veggies you throw in there. I even had apple cores in here. But anyway, so here's what I'm gonna do. Kind of strange, but I'm gonna use, our store has cream of poblano pepper. Oh, which I love. I mean, come on. They have a cream of jalapeno as well, but I love the cream of poblano pepper. Oh, so I'm going to put that in a bowl. Out. Okay, there's that. Oh, you know what? There's some onion that didn't come out. Go in there. And to this, I'm going to add some beef bouillon. This is the, humongo one. I'm going to add a tablespoon. Now, you don't have to do this. If you have beef stock, you certainly could just use beef stock. But quite frankly, buy this, use all your scraps to make stock, no money spent, right? How cool is that? All right, so just you could use any cream of soup. I'm using cream of poblano, but you could use cream of mushroom, cream of celery, cream of chicken, whatever, okay? And the beef. And then I'm going to add some more of our stock, okay? Just because I want to have something to whisk it all together. Little baby whisk. Where's the baby whisk? There we go. All right, so I'm just going to, look. I'm just going to whisk this together. La, la, la. All right, so then I have some yummy flavors. This actually will thicken all up as it cooks. All right, pouring it over. Yum. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pour the rest of my stock in because I want lots of gravy. There's the rest of my stock. And then, just because if my mother's never heard of cream of pepper soups, yeah, it's hard to find. And the only place I've been able to find it was at our store called H-E-B. It looks like Heb, but it's H-E-B. The only other thing I'm gonna add to this, and it's only because of my mother, right, is Worcestershire, okay? Because you didn't make a roast without putting Worcestershire in there. So, 5 or 6 shakes, whatever. All right, that's it for my roast. I'm gonna put the lid on, and that's it. And I'm gonna let it cook all day. I'm bringing it up to a boil, and then I'm gonna turn it down to low and just keep it on the fire all day. Loisanne, good to see you, hello. All right, so we got the roast going. The potatoes are done. Let's work on our carrots. Purple carrots. Don't you just love purple carrots? I love purple everything. All right, we're gonna do the same thing we did with the potatoes. Nothing different. I want my spices the same. I want my spices the same for all of this because even though the spices are gonna be the same, we always put bay leaves. Yeah, I think Mom did too. I rarely use bay leaves. I don't know why. I think I just never saw that big of a flavor difference. But I could be wrong, right? That would be something else my mother always put in. All right, again, salt and pepper. A lot of people, when they're doing roasted vegetables, I'm going to tell you, this is what they do. They, instead of using a bowl, which you don't have to use a bowl, you could use a zippy bag too. They don't do anything like that. What they do is they put their veggies on a sheet pan, like I do. And then they do the oil like this. Drives me nuts. Like that. And then they season it. Now, sometimes they'll get their hands dirty and get in and do all that. Yeah, I'm like, where's the bowl? Or the zippy bag. If you don't want to get your fingers dirty, you can put all this in a zippy bag and smoosh it. Seal it up and smoosh it. So there you go. Love a Dutch oven. Me too. All right, so there we go. Our carrots are all seasoned and oily and yummy. All right, so I'm going to put these on another sheet pan. Okay? And then these will all go in the oven. Let me tilt. Oh, they're all so excited to be on the sheet pan, I tell you. Oh, la, la, la. So again, 400, maybe 20 or 30 minutes. And again, it depends on how big everything is, right? So these are all pretty small. Again, we're evening them out so we have some good spacing. The potatoes were small. So again, probably 20 or 30 minutes, okay? That being said, look at this. Can you see this? These were the carrots I planted. So they're called calliope, I don't know, blend. Anyway, but they're little colored carrots. They're little smaller ones. So I'm kind of excited to see if my carrots grow. So we shall see. All right, time to clean. Got to clean up my mess. I made a big mess, as always. I know you're surprised. Cindy, you made a mess? No. All right, you totally agree with me. Well, thank you. Yum. Okay, so we have purple potatoes in the oven. We have purple carrots, well, and some other things, in the oven. We got a roast going, which is not purple, but it is cooking in a purple Dutch oven. So there. All right, we're boiling, so now I'm gonna turn it down to about a medium high. I'm gonna let that cook on a medium high for about an hour, and then I'm gonna turn it way down low. Calliope. Oh, thank you. Of course it is. Calliope. Thank you, Barbara. I'm a moron, aren't I? Calliope. All right, so let's get going with our next dish. Purple. Okay. A bowl. A box grater. Uh-oh. A pear, which is a little different. And purple cabbage. Purple cabbage. I already peeled off the outside leaves and cut the bottom off, right? Because I am going to shred. You don't have to shred. You can use your knife and slice it thin. There's a ton of things you can do. I'm just shredding. And you can shred small, or look, see, you got this one. You could do that, and that gives you more of a longer than the shred does. But there's only one of those, and there's a whole side of this side, so I'm using this. How many of you have eaten purple cabbage? Or, for that matter, purple carrots or purple potatoes? Tell me if you have had them. Oh, look, the whole table is shaking. You gotta shake, rattle, and roll. Shake, rattle, and roll, right? Shake, rattle, and roll. I said shake, rattle, and roll. Okay. They played that on one of my favorite movies. Have you ever seen the movie Mesha Hopkins? Oh, maybe you were talking. All three. Chris has had all three. Terry's had all of the above. You guys are you eat well. Love purple red cabbage. Me too. A lot of times when I'm lazy, I'll buy the jar. Have you guys ever had the jar of red cabbage? That's pretty good. Only the purple cabbage, yes. Purple cabbage and potatoes, but not the carrots, right? The sweet potatoes, I was really sad that I couldn't find it. Chin Restaurant makes purple sweet potato pie. Yum. Maybe we should make that. Yum, yum, yum. Maybe I should have sliced it. It would have been easier. Love to cook purple cabbage with apples. Made purple potato salad and roasted carrots. You eat better if if there is color on the plate. Yes. And you know what? Everybody says that. So that there's vitamins in the color or nutrients in the color, which is why they encourage you to eat things that are yellow and purple and blue and green even, right? I didn't know there were purple carrots. I know, all kinds of cool things. Polish section in the local grocery store also sell the red cabbage. Well, you must be in Illinois, because in Texas there is not a Polish section in the grocery store. We have, the two stores I go to have an international aisle, and but there's some UK stuff in there. There's Indian food, there's Mexican food, there's Jewish kosher food. Buy it in the jar. Yes, it is good in the jar, but every now and then, let's do something fresh. Okay, there we go. Those will go in my little, oh, my little plastic thing came off and made a bracelet. All right, I'm gonna stick my hand up in there. Look how pretty. Pretty purple cabbage. All right. Okay, most of the cabbage is out. There we go. Let me get that off. Wipe down my hands. I have stuff everywhere. So not a lot of you, or you're just not commenting. My favorite film is The Color Purple. Oh, well, there you go. You've learned stuff, Susan. That makes me so happy. All right, I have all that off. Look, so that's what we've got. Now, look what I have, a pear. Because, oh, wait. I also have purple onion. Look at that, purple onion. Hold on, let me get the cutting board. I'm gonna get a different one because, here, I'll use the purple one. Not that, this. I'll use the purple cutting board. How about that, because it's purple day. Now, I sliced these very thin, but because this cabbage is so fine, I'm just gonna dice it before I put it in there, okay? So now I have my onion in there, purple onion. You're excited, right? Finding all the purple stuff. And my elderberry syrup that I had a big swig of this morning. All right, so now we have our purple onion in there. Hold on one. This was a very small purple onion, by the way. If you have a huge head of cabbage, I mean, that would be one thing, but this was kind of small. All right, so there's all that in there. We are going to, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this back burner on. Come on, back burner, there we go. And I'm gonna move, where did my pot holders go? I'm gonna move the roast so that it's not just right there in our way. Okay, very heavy. What am I doing now? I'm doing a purple pan. Yes, I have purple pots and pans. And what we're gonna do is, hold on. We're gonna get a tablespoon of butter out of my cow. A tablespoon of butter, look at that. Yum, in the butter. And then we're gonna put that on that skillet. Let me see what I need. Okay, this, I gotta move stuff over because I'm got mess everywhere. All right, so here we go. We're melting our butter. What else are the benefits of elderberry syrup? Okay, well, you know I'm not a doctor and I don't even play one on TV. But supposedly, it helps with inflammation and things like that. Digestion, yeah, I don't know. So here's my pear. Do we know if all that's accurate? I don't. But I wanted to. All right, so I cut it in half. I'm not gonna peel the pear. I heard great things about elderberry for inflammation. Well, and I am because boost the immune system, okay? So you guys know that I have psoriatic arthritis and I'm just gonna, well, actually I'm gonna cut around them. Psoriatic arthritis, I'm just gonna slice these fairly thin, okay? And so I have psoriatic arthritis, I have osteoarthritis. Oh, I went too far in. Hold on, I gotta get those seeds out. And some other kind of arthritis. 3 different kinds. Did you know there were so many different kinds of arthritis? Oh my. And so even though I'm on 18,000 medications and, you know, infusions and all of that, it's still, you're like hurting all the time. And I know that there are several of you that have to endure this as well. So I know I'm not alone if you guys are out there. And I'm always looking for something that will help with inflammation or pain or things like that for my arthritis. I know that some people use CBD oil. I've tried it. I've also tried the other, you know, CBD lotion. It didn't do anything for me. So there we go. Okay, is our butter melted? Our butter is melting, melting, melting. I'm melting. What show was that off of? What movie? You use elderberry As long as the syrup doesn't have sugar. I use elderberry. Oh, that's bad? I'll have to look on the thing. I think this one may have sugar. I don't know. It tastes quite delicious. So maybe it does have sugar. Because, you know, if it didn't have sugar, it might not be very good, huh? Oh, she uses local honey, not sugar. She uses local honey. Is that okay if there's honey in there? Wizard of Oz, yes. Oh, you know, it's okay, Susan. You know, I'm whining and complaining, but there are people out there that are hurting so much more. You know, I try to think about that every time I'm sitting around whining about me, that, you know, there's so many people in pain from various and sundry things. I really need to be grateful that I can be up and about as much as I can. All right, our butter is melted, and so now we're gonna add our cabbage. Ooh, our purple cabbage and our purple onion. You know, they call this red cabbage. Does that look red to you? No. This is red, that is purple. Yes. All right, so in our skillet we're going. The first time I had purple cabbage was at a German restaurant. You use dark cherry syrup. Good for sleep and inflammation. It works to get me to sleep. You know, I bought some dark cherry syrup when we were making a recipe. Whew, it was just a little too bitter for me. Just saying. All right, so now we're going to have to add some other things. Here's our pear. Now, I know that most of the time it calls for an apple, but I just thought I'd stir things up today. So instead, I just cut up, and I diced it up, right? Because I like, you know me, perfect bite. In our skillet we go. And now we have to add our seasonings. Yum. Anyway, so the first time I had purple cabbage was at a German restaurant. And it was this German restaurant that Philip and I used to go to all the time in League City, Texas. And they had the best German food. Giving that a shake. All right, so we're going to need, where am I? Oh, here we go. This does call for sugar. Okay, this calls for 4 tablespoons of sugar. So those of you who don't like sugar, maybe you could use honey, but I'm using sugar. Or you could use less. I think more is more. All right, and then we're gonna need a little salt. We're not gonna really measure, you know, a pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper, and then we're gonna need some apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar. How many tablespoons? Let me double check. 3. Where's my tablespoony thing? Okay, 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is supposed to have health benefits as well. Although I will say, 1, 2, 3. A lot of people used to say to take a shot of this every day, and especially for indigestion, digestive things. Okay, I used to do that, and I swear to you, it felt like napalm going down. It really just, you know, doing the shot of apple cider vinegar, I just felt like my insides were burning every time I did it. So I kind of stopped that. And I don't really know if it helped my indigestion, but it was hard going down. Okay, the last thing we're gonna put in is, this recipe calls for a 1/2 cup of water, but I'm putting in, this is grape cranberry cocktail, because I wanted something else grape, right? All right, so a 1/2 cup instead of water of grape juice. There we go. Oh no, dilute it. Oh, well, I never did that. All right, so there is our grape juice, grape cranberry juice, because that's what I could find. I was gonna get just grape juice, but they only sold them in a 6-pack or the big one. I didn't like that because I don't really like grape juice. This one, they had in a single one, so that's why I got that. You always can mix it with lemon, water, and honey. Huh. When I cashiered at a grocery store, people bought apple cider vinegar. I know, it just, I tried, but anyway. All right, let us look at this. I'm gonna give it a stir. I'm gonna turn that up. All right, so we have our purple cabbage, our purple onions. We have a pear, although of course you could use an apple. We have salt and pepper. We have sugar. I said apple cider vinegar. And then the last thing, instead of water, we used a half a cup of grape juice, grape cranberry juice. Okay, now, phew, we did a roast, we did purple potatoes, we did purple carrots, we did purple cabbage with purple onions and grape juice, and now I need something for dessert. Don't you think I need something for dessert? Did you know that you could add Concord grape juice to your roast too? More purple and delicious. I did not. Well, let's just put a little bit in. I'm game. Who said that? Barbara. Okay, Barbara. If it's funky, I'm coming after you. There we go. I put a shot. I'm going to turn that down. It's time to turn that down. A shot of grape juice in there. We'll see what happens. Whoo! Are you tired? I'm tired. I've got a little garlic left. I'm going to throw that in there too. Just because I like lots of garlic. Oh, dessert. Let's do dessert. The farm you visited the other day. I know, Joanne, I wish it would have been better too. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do dessert. Plums. Because they're purple, although they're purple on the outside, not so much on the inside, right? But I thought this wouldn't be bad. Here's the thing with plums. The good thing is I'm not peeling. I just kind of hate to peel. Plums are a stone fruit. You know that, right? And so there's a pit stone in there. You know. So I'm just cutting on either side so that I don't get the stone. And then on either side again. And then quite frankly, no need to throw away the bottom. Use that one too. Oops. Okay, I got to cut that one a little. And all of the rest of this is going in my stock, right? I know that you guys are going, no, she's not going to put fruit stuff in her stock, but I do. I put all the peels of everything in. Okay, now let's just go ahead and get started on our sauce. Yet another purple pan. Isn't that pretty how it sparkles? Sparkly purple. This is Rachel Ray stuff, in case you're curious. Sparkly purple. All right, so we're gonna need a tablespoon of butter. Again, butter. A tablespoon of butter. Ugh. Well, the butter is soft. I almost couldn't get it off of there. Okay, there we go. We're gonna melt the butter. Ooh, yay. Okay, we're gonna melt the butter while I finish cutting the plums. Who likes plums? Who doesn't like? Used to pick blackberries and make blackberry vinegar. Oh, do the pits have arsenic in them? Oh, I don't know. Does anybody know that? Do plum pits have arsenic? I would have never thought that. Huh? Does anybody know? We should all learn something today. Arsenic. Wow, I never thought of arsenic. I mean, not that I would eat the pit. Oh, you think that's cherries. Okay. Oh, because I'm putting it in the stock. Oh, good thought. Good thought. Okay. Arsenic is in cherry pits. Butter does make everything better, right? All right, now our butter is almost melted. When our butter is melted, we're going to put in a teaspoon. Oh, there's something purple in there. A teaspoon and a half. Wait, that's my salt. Hold on. Here's my sugar. A teaspoon and a half of granulated sugar. You have to remember, right? Salt is in the square, sugar is in the round. That would taste totally different, wouldn't it? So a teaspoon and a half of just granulated sugar. We're going to put that in there. And then we're going to need a teaspoon of water. But you know what I'm using, right? Oh, that's a tablespoon. Is it a tablespoon or a teaspoon? A teaspoon. So instead of water, I'm going to use our grape juice because it's purple. All right? So a teaspoon, not a tablespoon. There we go. Ooh, that woke everything up. That woke everything up. Let me give that a stir. Okay, so all we're really doing is melting our sugar And we're gonna let that cook and get a pretty brownish color, okay? Now, while I finish the plums. How many of you have eaten plums? Do you like plums? Do you not like plums? Tell me. Plums are not something that I used to buy regularly. And I don't know if what the plum season is. Really, we did peaches, nectarines, and apples. You know, different kinds of apples. We do cherries during cherry season. We do grapes. We do bananas. Although somebody told me to try that organic bananas. You love plums. They're okay. Organic bananas were like fantastic, and there was a huge difference, right? So I went and I paid the extra 10 cents a pound, because that's basically what it is here. Love plums, love plums. Oh, there's a whole lot of you. Maybe you guys, I was gonna do like a cobbler or a crisp, but that takes too long. All right, okay, I don't know if you can tell, but it's changing colors just a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add our plums. Okay, in we go. Oh, psh. Everybody loves plums. Well, Debbie says they're okay. Those people who don't like plums aren't saying anything. I am gonna put just a pinch of salt on the plums. You like dried plums, okay? Are dried plums actually prunes? Isn't that what a prune is, a dried plum? Is that correct? I think that's correct. I'm not certain. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a pinch of salt over there. Why? I know all you salt people are, oh, but remember that salt is a flavor enhancer. And salt goes not only in your savory dishes, but also in your sweet dishes. You will find like every cake recipe known to man has salt in it. And then the last thing I'm gonna put in there while this cooks is some cinnamon. Now this says not very much, but I'm gonna go ahead and put in a teaspoon because I love cinnamon, and I especially like this Saigon cinnamon. The Saigon cinnamon, very good. That my friend Joanne turned me on to, and now it's all that. Oh, maybe that is too much. Okay, maybe half a teaspoon. Let's do half a teaspoon. Yeah, because it's only 3 plums. I only use 3 plums. All right. Let me give this a toss. All right, and these are gonna cook down just a bit. Whilst we look at our cabbage, let me move the cutting board. We're not gonna get to taste a whole lot today because, hello, in the oven. Although we probably need to take a look. Let me take a gander. We're getting close. All right, let's look at our purple cabbage. Oh my goodness, so good. Oh my goodness. See, now this will be okay. We can taste this. See, it doesn't take very long, especially since I shredded it up, okay? So we'll get a little bitty bowl and we'll try some of this, okay? And then our plums should be done shortly. Look, are you in awe? Look, oh, yum. The cinnamon, oh, and the butter and the sugar. Come on, who cannot love butter, sugar, and cinnamon? That was there were 2 favorite things, well, 3, I guess. No, 2. I really loved cinnamon sugar toast that my mom would make, and she would put the butter on, and then she would put the cinnamon sugar on, and then she would put it in the oven, or the broiler, or the toaster oven. That's the best way. And she also made me cheese toast, which, hello, is just a piece of bread with a piece of American cheese in the toaster oven, right? Uh-oh, it looks like I froze up. Oh, there it came back. Okay, looked like it froze up over here. Cherries, yes. No, apple seed, cyanide. Okay, well, whatever. Love cabbage. I don't want to die, so somebody has to tell me if something has arsenic in it. Okay, so let me get, these are almost done. Now, the good thing about the plums is twofold. you can cook them until they're very soft and really almost make like a fruit compote to it. You could dice it up and do it that way. You can serve this over like a pound cake or a angel food cake, or you could just serve it over ice cream, which I think is where I'm going with this evening. So, all right, let's taste our cabbage, shall we? Let me get this one. I can turn that off. Oh, well, I didn't need this. I need a spoon. Let me get a spoon. Oh, so pretty. All right, look at that. Are we excited to try that? Yum. Ah, it's got the tart from the apple cider, but the sweet from it smells delightful. Okay, we're gonna need one. I think I'm gonna get a little tiny plate, and we'll taste our pears too. And then we're gonna take our stuff out of the oven. Yeah, look at this plate. Isn't this pretty? Pretty. Here's the bowl. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm gonna let these cook just a bit more. But the nice thing about this is if you don't want to cook them where they're down like a chutney, apricot seeds, oleanders are poisonous. Yeah, I know, I did kind of freeze up there for a second. I hope it's better now. You want to go ahead and take those out? Oh, okay. I gotta move something so she can get the oven door open. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give a taste to our purple cabbage with purple onion and a pear. And the reason I picked the pear is because it started with a P. There was no purple, so it started with a P. All right, so I got a little pear, I got a little onion, I got a little cabbage. Look how hot that is. Can you see? Whoo, gonna burn. Oh, so good. It has a nice little bite to it from the apple cider vinegar and the onion. Good. Almost sauerkrauty, but sweeter. Very good. Thumbs up. All right. Oh, hold on. We're gonna get some potatoes off of here. Our purple potatoes are done. Okay, Jess, gotta hold with 2 hands. Okay. All right, here we go. Well, I say that. We'll just put a couple on here, just because. All right, there we go. There's our little purple potatoes. I'm gonna have to use this fork again. Look at that. Look at that nice roast on there. Do you see the nice, look at that color. So it's purple, but it's got a nice little roast to it. And it's very hot. Is it really different than a regular potato? Again, I just think it has a creamier taste. The purple does, but I could be wrong. Delightful. Okay. Oh.
These are not stuck.
And then I gotta, we'll do this on the same plate. Okay. And now we have our carrots, because they're done too. Look. So now we have our purple carrots. Look at that little tiny purple carrot. Look how cute he is. So carrots, I think when they're roasted, I think they taste totally different. Lose their purple color. It didn't too badly though, Gail. Very good. I like these with butter. I like to roast the carrots and then kind of mash them up with butter. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Organic, okay, well, I'll have to look that up. All right, so I have a roast cooking, but that's not really part of today. That's just, you know, my dinner. And then we did purple potatoes. We did purple carrots and different color. We tasted our purple cabbage with our purple onion and a pear, because it started with a P, and some grape juice. Yum, apple cider vinegar. And the last thing we're gonna taste, I need one more bowl, Jeff. Look. Hey, Jess. Look at that. Is that gorgeous? I need one more bowl, please. Oh, the little ones. That's fine. All right. Well, should I spoon or should I just dump? Oh, 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 oh. Look at that. Look at that. That's, oh. See, now this can be dinner. This could be dinner for me. But imagine these rewarmed, over ice cream. Bluebell homemade vanilla. It is still my favorite. Look how hot these are. Is that gorgeous though? Remember, we cooked these with butter, sugar, cinnamon, some grape juice. Well, grape cranberry juice. Yum. Okay, here we go. So plums are tart. So you still have the tartness from the plum. But the cinnamon sugar, very good. So there you go. It was a purpley kind of day. I hope you had a big purple time. I'm telling you, it's my favorite color. From my kitchen to yours, may every meal that you make in yours be quick, easy, and yummy. We will see you again on Thursday. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.